Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is HAFEZ NIZAMUDDIN SALIM with ID number 210304001 and 9. And I'm from U9 Upper Intermediate Class Intensive English. And I studied at Informatik Engineering Universitas Muhammadiyah Purwokerto. In this section, I want to tell you about the tips on Eid Homecoming. The tradition of homecoming in Indonesia has existed for a long time and is usually a gathering place for families, especially for those who migrate and live far from their hometowns. This Eid homecoming is a gathering place as well as a place to exchange longing with family and friends who live in other areas. Even so, the atmosphere of it has felt very different over the past 2 years. The COVID-19 pandemic that has hit all the corners of the world, including Indonesia, has prompted the government to issue an appeal not to go home during it and travel restriction for the past 2 years. After 2 years of not going home for it, of course there are many things you have to prepare before starting the trip. Moreover, the current situation is much different from the situation of going home a few years ago. So, in this section, I will give you some tips when going home. So, let's check this out. The first one is get a booster vaccination. Even though the government has given the green light for going home for it, it would be nice if you still obey the rules that have been set. The COVID-19 task force has issued rules for travelers to get booster vaccination. Some modes of transportation also require passengers to show negative result of the coronavirus or proof of a third dose of vaccine. And then, second one is obey the health protocol. This 2022 Eid homecoming will certainly be different from the usual. Due to the coronavirus, you must obey the existing health protocol diligently. Especially when going home, you will have physical contact with many people, so you have to make sure that vaccination alone can ensure you fully understand the virus. Make sure you always wear a mask while traveling and carry a hand sanitizer in your pocket. Don't forget to also avoid the crowds and keep your distance in public place, especially if you are traveling back and forth using the public transportation. And the third one is download the Peduli Lindungi application on your gadget. Currently, the majority of public transportation modes often require passengers to show proof of vaccination before traveling. Well, this Peduli Lindungi application will give you easy access to certificates, so you don't have to bother carrying papers containing a photocopy of the vaccine certificate anymore. And then the fourth one is understand the rules of homecoming. There are many things that you must apply and know so that the Eid homecoming runs smoothly, starting from implementing odd even to the rules for bringing a private vehicles when going home for Eid 2022. You have to make sure that you understand everything correctly. For example, if you want to travel a long distance by private car, you should check the condition of your vehicle. Make sure the condition and components of your car are functioning properly, because if suddenly there's a damage in the middle of a toll road, it will be difficult for you to seek help. In addition, make sure you know all the regulations that have been set by the government on this year's homecoming opportunity to make your trip easier. And then, last but not least, pack your luggage long ago. In order not to be in a hurry to pack things, it would be better if you have prepared what items will be brought in long before the 2022 Eid holiday arrive. The key to packing things efficiently is not to carry too much, but not too little much, but not too little either. Make sure that you bring only what you need and don't need to carry things that are not useful. So that's all for the tips of Eid homecoming. I'm sorry if I have so many mistakes, and thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.